center have been destroyed. By the end of this video, you will understand why this video remains number one that will come across in social media for the week, and why many people are talking about this video. Because based on the information available to us, the secret that the Nigerian government and the Britain have been hiding, have been finally been exposed. The center can never hold any longer. Everybody is calling for total division of this country called Nigeria. So please, I'm urging you to just sit and comport yourself. Let's see what the video have for us. It's a win-win. It's a very big congratulations. We are on the right track. You'll be shocked after watching this video.
In Nigeria, tens of thousands of people have been slaughtered. I preached there in that nation 2 different times. Preached one crusade that would have 100,000 people, they told me, every night. And it was unbelievable. And to see what is taking place with the Islamic extremists taking over and slaughtering entire villages of Christians. Our brothers and our sisters in Christ, I've met those people. I've ate with those people and loved worshiping with them. And my heart goes to them as I know yours does. In the Sudan and all of the other nations, just 2 weeks ago, a Chinese pastor who pastors the largest church, Christian church in China, was arrested, and his entire staff, and no one has heard a word. His family is trying to get the world to pay attention and say, they're just gone, they're just vanished, we don't know where they are. If ever there was a cause that the church ought to pray about it, we ought to pray about the persecuted church around the world. And in many nations that forbid it, they're underground and they're flourishing. Even in the nation of Iran, for example, the latest numbers that are coming out of there is there are churches underground that totals in the millions. And it's an Islamic nation that forbids it, Sharia law that forbids it. But they, at great peril, gather in His name to worship Jesus.
And that was why when you are talking about these people agitating for separation, I said the North is ready for separation. We are ready to go. What do we really need? In fact, if you ask me, I will tell you, looking at the arrangement, the structural arrangement of Northern Nigeria today, if the North is not part of the other countries, if today we separated, the North will be far better than it is today. Because why? What are we talking about? The other regions are talking about power control or control of resources. The major resources we are talking about today is oil. It has been discovered in the Lake Chad Basin. That is first greater in quality than the one we have in the other part of Nigeria. 2, it is greater in quantity. The one we have in the other part of Nigeria will be finishing in 15 years. The one that has just been discovered, if harnessed, will last 75 years. So what do we really need? We have a deposit of gold in Birnongwali that is more than the one we are having in South Africa and in Ghana. We have another deposit of gold in Zamfara. That is why you have the bandit in Zamfara. That is why you have those bandits in Birnongwali. Why are we having the Boko Haram, so much Boko Haram problem? It's because of the oil that's been discovered. It is in the Lake Chad Basin. And that was why you see they will never want to have peace in that area, because once you have, the North is going to develop more than you think. And don't forget, the economic power of Nigeria was Northern Nigeria. We were the economic power. We were the economic heart. That was why everything, even the education that the Southerners and the Easterners had, it was from the resources of the North that they were sponsored to go to school and get the education they are having today. So if today, it is not debatable. It is there. If you don't know, I'm telling you, maybe you don't have knowledge of it. I am just telling you.
Now is, no, Dr. Let me just, let
me conclude on this, because I don't want you to interfere with this until I am done with it. So this is that is why we said the North today is ready for separation, if you call for separation, because if we are separated today, I am telling you, we'll grow bigger, we'll grow better, we'll grow stronger, and we'll have better infrastructural development. And in any case, with due respect to other regions, I'm not trying to look down on it, but political administration of Nigeria relies in North. It is only a northerner that you give leadership, that he will be fair enough to carry everybody along. So we, like in the past, Sardauna, Zeke and Awolowo said, let's forget our differences when they were discussing with Sardauna. He said, no, let us not forget our differences. Let us discuss our differences, because that is what will guide us towards how best we can lead this nation. This is a northerner for you. So today, if you said the North, people calling for, agitating for separation, people calling for disintegration, people calling for restructuring, the North is fully prepared. The North is fully ready for either you call it separation or disintegration or what or restructuring. We are strong enough to stand on our feet. And please, mind you one thing before you cut me. If that is going to happen, because we are northerners and everything that has been harnessed in Nigeria has been harnessed with northern economic power before the discovery of oil. While you are going to have Oduduwa Republic, the others are going to have Biafra. We in the North, we will continue to exist as Nigeria and Nigerians. I am telling you, and we will be better for it. So we are ready for it. And then if you call for restructuring, power shift, if we all agree to continue to live as Nigerians, fine, we are also ready. We are ready to go. And I will tell you one thing. If you separate, the North will remain as a bloc. Yes, I hear some people say that, we know, like the ones that are calling Middle Belt. I am telling you, even in that, you have only 2 or 3 states out of the 6 states that will be doing that. And even among them, there will be separation. So the North will go as a bloc. But if you give power, if you separate today, first, if you have a Biafra Republic, the Biafra will not stand, because already Niger Deltans are saying we are not going with you.
This is the Fulani National Movement, FUNAM. They met in January 2018, just 13 days after the attack, and they came together to make a series of declarations. I want to read these one by one here. I'm gonna read them just until I've made the point in each one. Number 1, the killings in Benue of Tiv is well deserved. This is coming from the FUNAM, National Fulani Movement. It was a revenge attack on the series of onslaught of Fulani, which was most horrendous on November 17th, 2017, when 30 Fulani men and women were killed in Nasarawa State. We noticed the recalcitrant culture of the Tiv people as demonstrated even during the 1804 Jihad, when they had obstructed our ordained conquest of Nigeria. Okay, right then and there, just in that first point they've made, this is about a jihadist movement, point blank. This is not a tribal conflict by any stretch. This is a spiritual, undertoned, massive confrontation between good and evil. We condemn the media propaganda that waged war against the Fulani, supported by the Yoruba, Igbo, and their bigotry allies in the Middle Belt. This is a big deal because the civil war that they had previously between the Fulani tribe and the Biafra, organization, was against the Igbo Christians. The Yoruba tribe, has a really, really big influence in the media, perpetuating what they're deeming propaganda. There's some big deals with this. Number 3, they were aware of plots by minority ethnic groups in the Middle Belt to attack Fulani settlements. Number 4, that we have asked all Fulani across the West Africa to raise money and arms to prosecute the oncoming war. Okay, let that sit for just a second. We call on all Fulanis to prepare for this holy war. There is no going back. All over the world, big deal, that's why it involves everyone, Nigeria is the only country given to Fulani by God. This is absolutely not a farmer-herder conflict that's going on. Everyone likes to state that that's the case. There's too much surmounting evidence that there's no fathomable possibility that you can make a solid argument with evidentiary backup for that fact.
Now that you have watched the full video, you see, the negligence of Nigeria have forced them into a total destruction. The atrocities of the Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandit terrorists, the Fulani jihadists are numerous things that have been happening in Nigeria that the Nigeria government have been keeping their deaf ear, have forced Nigeria into a total collapse. This is a time for us to come a round table and demand for total referendum for every part to go on her separate way, because it's only that will give a lasting solution to what that is going on in Nigeria. The coming of America, the help of America will only calm down the situation, but it will not end the root of this crisis. Believe that. The only lasting solution that left is for America to recognize Biafra and disintegrate Nigeria. Is only that will bring the lasting solution to what is going on in this country called Nigeria. Just for America to do the needful and save their energy, because Nigeria was built in the foundation of destruction. So this is time. So who am I? I'm only a messenger. If you love what I do here in this global alternative, please don't hesitate to touch and hand for subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And in do that, you're encouraging us to do more. Togetherness, we shall save life together, because Africa life matters. Till next time, see you in my next video. Bye for now. Thank you.